everybody, and welcome back to Intrusive Vichaaaar. So yes, hello. Today is episode number 9. We are back with another guest, second guest on our podcast. This guy has his own production company, an event management company called Leading Events. Leading Edge, LE. LE Events, Leading Edge Events. This guy, I think all of us who here, like all 4 of us have worked with him, and the most chillest guy to work with. Very chill guy, on the spot, very street smart, and we've already talked about this off the camera, but this guy, if you want to know the king of side hustles, it's him. So, welcoming on our podcast, Mr. Zahan Pawar. Hello.
What's up?
So,
Thank you for that introduction. Very, very kind of you.
yeah, it is what it is. You are that person.
In retrospect, I sound like an old guy. But the first time I met this gentleman was back in lockdown when things were just opening up. I had come with Riyansh to the office, and you were in FI that time. SY.
SYJC.
And you'd just given his exams in Ayada, and we were sitting and we were making a plan for an event. Unfortunately, that event got cancelled because of COVID, which we had to postpone. What was the name of the event?
The Global Fleet.
TGF.
Which I was coordinating with him a couple of years later.
उसके बाद अब तक हुआ ही नहीं.
उसके बाद
While he was walking me here, I think all of us met during We Are the World. In retrospect, it's already been like what?
5 months.
5 months.
Yeah.
5 months? Oh yeah, वो this वाला. मैं तो उसके पहले वाले में था. हम तीनों in fact.
नहीं, like we met him.
Met him properly. Yes. The last one. Properly worked with you तो उसके पहले वाला edition. The 3 of us. He was still here in the club. But yeah, the time has been flying. कैसा I still the thing that you mentioned में लोग you आया ना उसके पहले मैं बोल रहा था कि एकदम start में office में मिले थे and stuff like that.
During COVID, no, my Zahan office again. I didn't want to call them here. I have a smaller office here in town. Very old. Like I started my career from there. So in retrospect, Leading Edge is a company started by my dad 20-30 years back. He started from that one small to 6-7 people seater office. We shifted it then multiple times. So then even when I started from here. And I called these guys to meet me there only because it was nearer to their house.
वो सुख सागर के सामने वाला.
I opened the door after like months. My entire office was in shambles.
Cobweb पड़ा हुआ पूरा कुछ भी है.
वो जैसे एंटर किया वो सामने सब पड़ा हुआ था. इधर मत देख लेफ्ट में एंट्री कर और बैठ जा.
Trust me, that event, no, we planned it. Otherwise, before an event, 2-3 meetings is good enough. For the first edition, we had so many meetings because we were working for the first time officially. Unofficially, though, I think you all have taken material from me gazillion amount of times. But officially for the first time. And it got cancelled. Then the second time we did again another bloody gazillion meetings. So that event though was so well planned, na. One mess up, another plan B. Another mess up, then plan C.
I think that is how events work in general, and coming up to that only के event management in general is so difficult. Like कुछ भी हो सकता है. इतना like you're saying कि so many plans were made and all, and still on the main day there was a stampede.
And you still have to be so smart on how to handle it.
On day you need so much awareness for event management is unreal.
None of it is going to, a lot of people come, everything's planned and all. It's not going to help.
On day कुछ और ही होने वाला है.
You have to be on your feet nonetheless.
Yeah. Rains in December. Rains in November.
Guys, we'll so the event that the gentleman on the right is talking about, We Are the World, this edition that we did, so it was a 3-day show. I can tell you this, every day there was a new setup.
Yeah.
First day, we had an absolute amazing outdoor setup. That night, so we haven't slept because it was in a school, they had their restrictions and all. And that night we crash, we go home. At 12:31, the team is calling me. Listen, it's raining. What?
November end.
And in November end, out of all the months in November
going
end.
on, we have a small resort in Igatpuri where we were affiliated with. So there was a wedding happening there. I'm getting calls, it's raining there, we're shifting everything. Luckily there was a hangar banquet that has been set up inside. So everything got shifted inside. So So, but out here there's nothing. So I run. We're climbing on the truss. We're trying to get it down. The next morning it's rained. The lights are all dismantled and we've shifted everything to an auditorium.
Yeah.
Now that happens. Now rain is gone.
हाँ फिर दोनों दिन नहीं गिरा.
फिर लास्ट दिन तो हम लोग बोलते एक काम करते हैं
ऊपर से बजा था
वापस
डीजे
नीचे
लेके आते
आते
हैं.
हैं टाइम पे हम लोग फर्स्ट फ्लोर से बजाएंगे.
और फिर फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे डीजे को बजा रहे नीचे ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे नाच रहे हैं.
That's why he's so absolutely correct. 3 days, 3 different setups.
हाँ फुल वो इवेंट का भाई
इतना सेटअप किया 10
बाहर
मिनट
गया.
बजाया लेकिन डीजे फिर खत्म पुलिस आ गया वापस एक इशू
घर की बातें घर पे रखो. Everyone, they said an actor never reveals the flaws.
हाँ
But tell us a little bit more about now this is one instance, but you must be handling so many events on a daily basis. Tell us a little bit about the pressure and the crisis management that goes around behind
Honestly,
it.
you know, Dad, when I was starting off, he used to tell me because I started with this smaller division in a larger company which does weddings, corporate shows, live shows, events. मैं बोला यार I want to connect to the youth marketing. तो I said एक छोटा division चालू करूँगा, इतना headache नहीं रहेगा. College festivals है. I myself was a part of a college festival.
कॉलेज फेस्ट में क्या ही होगा.
क्या ही है
हाँ.
मतलब before I started no वो कपड़े के स्टॉल्स रखते थे.
हाँ.
मैं सिर्फ एक कॉन्सेप्ट लेके आया. मैं बोला ब्रो कैनोपीज डालते easy to set up because कपड़ों के स्टॉल्स are cheaper.
Yeah.
But to set it up no it takes a lot of time, a lot of labor. तो I said यार कान इधर से खींचो भी इधर से खींचो टेंट्स चालू करते हैं. Let's see how it works. तो I went with that USP. एक इनोवा मेरी जूनी वाली जो थी मेरी धन्नो तो इनोवा को निकलता था. I had a guy who used to work for my dad for 25-30 years. वो ज़्यादा even still with me but वो chill out. You all must have met Salim bhai.
Yeah, हाँ. Yes,
So
yes.
Salim bhai and me used to sit in that car. I used to drive.
चलो.
Seats folded. गाड़ी में tent, table, chair डालते थे. Start from here. जय हिंद.
हाँ जय. I think
first KC में एक छोटा सा why I had done, but the first proper college event was here in Jai Hind.
Okay.
So I done my 11th 12th in Jai Hind, so all the
हाँ.
teachers are
हाँ, yeah.
I know. वहाँ से चालू किया. Then Wilson. And
हाँ
then
major I think I think the most number of events you have done in Wilson only, ना?
Yeah, but in retrospect now I look back, no, Jai Hind I've done a lot. KC, HR with you guys. Hinduja, so many. Lala.
I think most of South Mumbai
And they've supported me like no one.
colleges.
No, when I started, they immediately Zahan तू कर रहा है ठीक है
Done.
इस हिसाब से करना है. वो I still remember एक फेस्टिवल का पहला जब मैंने बिल किया था ना उसका 40,000 का बिल किया था. आज लास्ट बिल किया है 8.5 lakhs का बिल किया है.
Fuck.
So
That's
Wow.
stocks.
I've
Stonks,
seen event
stonks.
grow
The first lag is the toughest and then
Yes.
फर्स्ट लैक
First.
तो
But
जब पहला इवेंट किया था ना वो फर्स्ट paycheck that I got was around 20-30,000. I was like bro इसमें एक बंदे की सैलरी नहीं निकलेगी. Then you realize you know how difficult it is. But
Yeah.
to pivot back to the original question, what was the original question?
pressure. हाँ कोई college event story.
stories
Something
for crisis
special.
management.
क्राइसिस मैनेजमेंट का ऐसा सीन है ना ये सोचता रहा यार मैं कुछ और पूछ रहा हूँ. So but this is what happens when you feel that you're very old.
हाँ?
This is what happens when you feel you're very old.
अच्छा ओह.
You
Good.
become an uncle.
बात करते करते निकल रहे किधर भी. Tangent अलग चल रहा है.
तो हमारे ज़माने में
अरे जो लगता है now and in retrospect I'm 26-27 years old.
वही तो.
But I've done events for over 11 years.
So when did you start?
I started full-fledged when I was 16. 16,
Oh, damn.
17,
That
I done a
is-
concert with a friend. When I was 18, now this time I've involved my company and all. I'm about to graduate from college. And there was an event happening at Girgaon Chowpatty Beach.
हाँ.
अब यहाँ पे गिरगांव पे only 3 events can happen. एक है गणपति जी विसर्जन,
हाँ.
एक रामलीला,
रामलीला वाला हाँ.
and एक Christians have this event called Prabhu Yeshu Janm Utsav, which is a Christmas program.
Oh.
2 weeks before Christmas, every Sunday. And one of my professors at Wilson, he was on the committee.
हाँ.
He like यार जान तू events तो कर रहा है. बोला yes sir. यहाँ पे आ जा, see what you can do. And to see what you can do, the entire event I picked up.
अच्छा ओ. हाँ.
In retrospect, they've given a huge 20,000 crowd का event to an 18-year-old boy to handle.
Flip.
They had that much trust in
Trust in you हाँ.
So I'm there. 6 महीने पहले वो वेन्यू पे एक इवेंट हुआ था which was handled by one of the biggest companies.
हाँ
And वो इवेंट में आग लग गई थी
चौपाटी पे
मेक इन इंडिया वाला.
ओ या
Now permissions, rules, regulations, and there's an 18-year-old boy standing. हाँ कर लेंगे. मतलब लाइफ में छोटी-छोटी इवेंट्स
वो मेंटालिटी होता है
कर
देखा
लेंगे.
जाएगा
क्या होगा.
क्या ही होगा.
Stress free रहता है
कभी
एकदम.
खुद को इतनी गालियाँ देता हूँ ना देखा जाएगा.
वही
करते ना. And then 1 week before the year, everything done, closed all the building. I'm going, Dad, like हाँ, I picked up an event. अच्छा, so he's before this he's never come to any of my events.
हाँ.
क्या है वो? What is it? ये वो. Like ये event है. 10-20 minutes. What? How much time do we have? 1 week.
Oh, flip.
Everything got sorted in those 3-4 days. We pulled that off event beautifully well.
हाँ.
Lost a little money.
हाँ.
But those guys were kind enough to give me another event just afterwards, like 2 हफ्ते बाद.
अच्छा
ओके
तो मैं वहाँ पे किया. I think we must have broken even.
हाँ.
But वो साल तो भाई सीखने के चक्कर में I have lost a lot of money.
हाँ.
But
स्टार्ट इवेंट मैनेजमेंट स्टार्ट में वही है जब तक एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है कि क्या कैसे करना है.
Plan डल गई.
slowly steadily फिर वहाँ से तो start हुआ है. Just
God, never look back.
And as you were saying, pressure to every event. Now coming back where this topic started, Dad when I was starting off was telling me, you do a smaller event, you do a bigger event. Band utni bajne wali.
Yeah,
So
fair.
you might as well,
टेक द
But I was so keen to start this youth division because when I was there, we were treated like shit as kids.
हाँ.
We were not
Yeah.
told what is the reality. Anyone used to give us anything, नहीं इसका rate यही है. And then contacts कुछ है नहीं. जानते किसी को.
मुझे बोला है ये है तो है.
और स्पॉन्सरशिप आप सब लोग मांगने तो गए रहोगे.
हाँ, हाँ.
तो वो मेरी एक फंडा है लाइफ में जब भी फॉर्मल्स पहना हो ना लोग सेल्समैन समझ के हकल दिए. तो I in college I stopped wearing formals. I said to hell with this.
नॉर्मल कपड़ों में जाओ.
नॉर्मल कपड़ों में और it worked. मतलब and I think me and a friend of mine we must have been the 2 marketing guys who got the highest sponsorship that was there for 2 years of our festival.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you go talk to them normally.
हाँ.
You don't work like sponsor.
I am from HR college. I need to as I see event coming up.
Pitch.
Yeah.
वो स्क्रिप्ट बना दो.
हाँ,
yeah,
script
yeah,
बना
सब,
दो. सबको हर एक
Phone call
किसी को जाता है.
Sir, I am speaking. There are going to be 4,000 people in
हाँ.
this.
Footfall of 5,000.
previously attended by these people ये वो पूरा और
But
ready होता
people
है.
don't realize this, and trust me, this exercise that every kid does now. 6 years, now I meet people after they graduate. I just ask them, help किया नहीं किया. Honestly बोलते कि 6 साल बाद ना it helped us to realize how to break ice.
हाँ.
For me, I'll tell you my story. I had a senior called Juan. Juan was like an older brother. Juan is in New Zealand. I've been after him come back to Bombay because that guy was made for Bombay. The smartest guy I know. Juan took all of us into Phoenix, left us and said, तुम लोग जब शाम को कॉलेज आओगे तुम लोग हर बंदों के पास 15-15, 20-20 कार्ड्स होने चाहिए और 3 प्रोस्पेक्टिव लीड्स होने चाहिए क्लोज करने के लिए.
हाँ.
गए कार्ड्स तो लेके आए. It was so embarrassing going to those same stores where you shop, sir, I want the marketing head's number. I need to. But वो बेशर्मी जो आती है ना, that कि ठीक है काम में कॉलेज के बच्चे हैं ठीक है. तो that segment that you go and ask कि एक 10,000 का sponsorship दोगे वो बहुत सिखाता है. उसके बाद वो जाके कॉलेज फेस्टिवल्स के लिए परमिशन निकालना, inviting guests. Now so many guests are my closest friends now. So many contingent leaders because I was a vice chairperson and okay, so in our thing we had a CP and VCP.
CP,
coming back to
Chairperson
it,
and vice chairperson.
the real meaning is not chairperson क्योंकि chair कभी मिलता नहीं.
हाँ.
What is the real meaning?
चूतिया. चूतिया person.
Now what is the full form of VCP?
Very
चूतिया person. Vice नहीं. Very चूतिया person.
ऊपर से भी गाली पड़ती थी नीचे से
नीचे भी गाली
भी
पड़ती
I
है.
was a VCP.
हाँ.
समझ जाओ ऊपर से भी पड़ती थी नीचे से भी पड़ती थी.
हाँ.
So we were handling everything. Security भी किए, छोटी कमेटी. अभी तो देखता हूँ तुम लोग की कमेटी 400 लोग की कमेटी. 20-30 people used to run the entire show. And security भी किया है. वो tables भी उठाए, chairs भी उठाए. होर्डिंग्स बंद है,
हाँ, सब किया है.
सबके हाथ कटा है कितना.
हाँ,
Today when and I'll honestly tell you, चलो, because I'm an event manager, it's helped me so much. आज कल को कोई बच्चा slowly staple gun मार रहा है ना, को टपली मार के हटा सकता हूँ, ऐसा मारते हैं.
धड़ हाँ, दिखाने का.
हम लोग ने तो बैनर्स पेस्ट किए बॉन्ड के साथ. The first thing when I joined my father's, in a way I'm an entrepreneur, but I started in dad's company. And then I started all those side hustles and all of that. But मेरे को टेबल गिना है पहले.
टेबल गिना है.
जाता था टेबल गिनने के लिए. वो भी प्रॉपर कपड़े पहन के. इसके पहले before college, if anyone knew me, all of my old friends, मैं शॉर्ट्स में रहता था. ये बाल अनिल कपूर. यहाँ पे वो bracelets, beads, दाढ़ी. I think I've grown a दाढ़ी after a really long time. Long दाढ़ी, long hair, hippie Bob Marley Indian version. No, full pants. Get out of the office otherwise. Go home, change and come. Go from Suksagar all the way back to Dadar. Wear clothes, come back. So bro, discipline. One thing that he taught. And 4-5 दिन तो पहले टेबल गिने. फिर मैं बोला then go sit with सलीम भाई. वहाँ पे पेस्टिंग सीखो. फिर कारपेंट्री कैसे होता है वो देखो, वेल्डिंग कैसे होता है वो देखो. आई थिंक पहले लाइफ के 6 महीने तो व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड वही सब देख रहा था. देन आफ्टर दैट थोड़ा 4 लेवल लो, ये काम करो, लोएस्ट ऑफ मैनेजरल पोजीशंस. फिर थोड़ा ऐसे बॉस दिस इज वेरी अनोइंग, सेड आई वांट टू स्टार्ट माय स्मॉल डिवीजन. वो लेके चालू किया विद माय डार्लिंग सलीम भाई. तो लेकर के कॉलेज फिर समझा व्हाट ही वाज ट्राइंग टू से.
ये सीखना जरूरी है.
आज की तारीख में ना कोई भी आता है ऐसा होगा, इंक्लूडिंग वंशराज, एक बार अरे ब्रो ये तो हो जाएगा. You know होने वाला है कि नहीं होने वाला है, because when you've done it so many times, no. But I feel your committee was one committee that had me in awe, and which is why still I'm so attached to you. Because
कर लेते थे.
The way it was planned, I'm telling you till the bloody, and I was surprised. I was like, चलो इसमें मजा आएगा. Came with a proper plan, including this gentleman drawn and come to the very inch. यहाँ पे इतने inches अपने पास spare पड़े हुए, and that is why a mess up had happened. वो भी cover हो गया था क्योंकि इतना buffer था.
Like you will also enjoy once the client is also interested इतना कि पूरा बना के आ रहा है.
Money ना.
हाँ.
And if I have to work with idiots,
तो वो मजा नहीं है.
I'll do things where I'll make money. No, college fest is never for making money. It was for interacting and making an entire network. आज की तारीख में when I go out now, all the people who I worked with are working in multis. Someone's working here, someone started his own startup. I've created a network. Which is the reason why these side hustles had to come into place, because I'm interacting with so many people on a daily basis. It was a given. And eventually I will find my place to a wedding decorator. आराम से रेस कोर्स जाओ, वहाँ पे शादियाँ देखो, मरीन ड्राइव आओ,
इधर नाजिम खाना से
वहाँ पे देखो.
सब वो वेन्यूज फिर एक साथ सॉर्ट हो जाएंगे.
अभी छोटे करके तो बहुत वेन्यूज खड़े कर रहे हैं हम लोग. तो वेन्यूज जाओ, राउंड मारो, बस बुढ़े हो जाएंगे.
इट्स धीरे करके ना. यू स्टार्टेड ऑफ विद यूथ वाले से चालू किया, फिर वो करो. फिर
रीजन क्या है टुडे उसके पीछे आई स्टार्टेड अ फूड ट्रक. Why? Because I'm doing so many festivals. Though the truck goes in those festivals, it's a brilliant retail segment. I have no idea of F&B. My best friend and partner with whom I started, I have 2 partners there. One is into fitness. And my best friend, whose concept this was, is a fashion designer.
Oh bhai, and you.
And me.
3 people.
अब मैंने F&B में सिर्फ खाया.
हम लोग सबके सिर्फ खाया, कुछ मालूम नहीं बनता कैसे क्या है.
वेडिंग्स में भी जाता हूँ. I look after the decor segment. Many people are like, why don't you pick up catering? I have no interest. There are so many nice caterers who are there on the panel. There are so many nice caterers who are there in the industry.
वो कर लेंगे वो लोग.
कर लेने दो. But this one segment I've never been drawn to. मेरा तो फ्लूक में घुस गया F&B में. चल चालू करते. And अभी in retrospect, it's already been 6 months.
अरे हम लोग अभी तारजे से निकलते हैं जब भी दिखता है, भीड़ दिखता है भाई.
खुशी होती है. मैं क्लाइंट को लेके गया था और this guy is someone, ठीक है. And I'm very inspired by him. I've done only 1-2 events with him, but I love his personality. So I requested him, sir, if you don't mind, him and a very dear friend of mine who's also a client. But I have this one thing, who I work with now, they become very close friends eventually. So I requested them कि अब आज यार फूड ट्रक पे
हाँ.
and मैं अभी इतना राउंड भी नहीं मारता हूँ तो 2-3 हफ्ते बाद गया था bro there was a crowd literally
Yeah.
standing and we were talking and they were oh bro it's a beautiful concept we come very regularly मतलब and they were like bro we don't get these prices anywhere
हाँ.
we love it that it's in a truck we love the name the mystery behind the
हाँ.
name like it's something sweet why is it called salt
हाँ.
Yeah.
so we love the entire concept and all and genuine great feedback you know why don't you do this
हाँ.
but positive
Hmm.
so I was inspired yeah I was like bro
मेरे को भी अभी रियलाइज हुआ सॉल्ट क्यों है नाम
and the tagline मस्ती में मैंने दिया why be sweet when you can be salty
हाँ.
and
हाँ
the thing
catchy
is
है.
yeah
It is proper यूथ वालों का ही है
and
salty वाला
in
full
retrospect I'm a millennial
millennial.
exactly वही
हाँ.
but I interact with the Gen Z mob
Yeah.
like I think my entire the way I blend the way anyone दाढ़ी निकाल लूँ तो यार
हाँ, you
The
look
way
very
you-
young if you remove
the
the
way
beard.
you
मेरे को
talk
रखनी
also, I
पड़ती है.
feel.
Now I'm dealing with 40-50
हाँ.
year old guys, 60 year
Fair,
old
fair.
guys.
वो
पर
फिर
shoot
हल्के
हो
में
रहा
ना ले ले.
हाँ
सूट हो रहा है शेप ऐसा
वो
हो
की आती नहीं है मेरी तरह. और बचपन से I think 17-18 तक तो पूरी दाढ़ी आ गई थी.
हाँ.
पूरा अलकायदा था.
मकसद
अरे भाई क्या बोल रहा है.
बैन हो जाएंगे. मैं तो मुस्लिम भी हूँ.
But ये food truck का concept like I don't think
साउथ
South
को
over
बदनाम करके हम जैसे भी है हम जैसे ही है हम जैसे 4-5 लोग के चक्कर में हम सबका नाम खराब करके रखा हुआ है
फूड ट्रक तो ऐसा दिखाने के लिए
अरे यार चुप रहे
बस पढ़ा दोगे तुम
स्वीट है सॉल्ट क्यों बेचता है
ये
अभी सॉल्टी बनेगा
हाँ ये टैगलाइन तेरा जीता ज्यादा टैगलाइन है.
Bro, luckily my name is Zahan Pawar.
हाँ.
I don't think anyone can look and
हाँ.
recognize कि
Yeah,
इसका
हाँ.
नहीं
orientation क्या है.
आई थॉट यू वर अ पारसी
So my
फॉर
mom is Parsi.
अच्छा
And I've been grown in a very Parsi atmosphere. My mom, my nanny, Dikra यहाँ
हाँ.
and then when they get Parsi, they get very Parsi.
हाँ ऐसा एकदम proper.
ये जो
the Gujarati is only different it's perfect
And the vibe is different. They're the most Walla people I know.
हाँ.
Like, hey, get your audio.
हाँ. इतना यहाँ ना यहाँ धांचक का. It's perfect.
तो सब लोग मैं
No, धांचक this is one. Yes.
और वो जो डांसक बोलते हैं ना वो वेज लोग हैं अबे डांसक मटन वाली दाल है क्या खिलाऊंगा तुम लोग को
बस वो जैसे बात से था धांचक दिमाग में आता ही है.
Parsi food is very non-veg oriented. Very under oriented. People don't know this but अभी रात को तुम लोग ने भिंडी बनाई है.
हाँ.
उसको हम लोग सुबह में अंडा डाल के खाते बीड़ा परीडू.
क्या?
भिंडी एंड एग
हाँ बीड़ा
बीड़ा परीडू.
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 means है पर
ओ.
मतलब पे.
अच्छा वो.
कीमा बना है रात को.
ईडू, हाँ,
कीमा
सुबह.
परीडू.
Okay.
कुछ नहीं बना है रात को वेफर परीडू.
ओ भाई मस्त है ट्राई करना पड़ेगा.
तू वेज है ना?
हाँ
नॉन-वेज
मैं
है.
नॉनवेज हूँ.
भाई
वेज स्टार्ट में नहीं था. जब मिले थे हम लोग स्टार्ट में तभी इतना नहीं खाता था.
वो टाइम पे तो माइक पे बोल रहा है वी आर वन इवेंट दैट इज जैन फ्रेंडली.
वो तो
बोलना
पड़ा
वो उधर नहीं जाते.
वो तो
Let's not go there. वो तो हम लोग का भी मालूम है यार दिमाग खराब हुआ था.
इंडियन मुस्लिम्स आई टेल यू ना दे आर आल्सो वेरी देश लविंग. उनको बोलो ये मत खाओ नहीं खाएंगे.
हाँ.
Parsi people know they want their meat bro. Like I have this one uncle who's come over. ये नहीं यार पनीर नहीं खाएगा. ये यार चिकन मटन तो चाहिए. मतलब
उनका वो है कि जो चाहिए वो चाहिए. फालतूगिरी
वो
नहीं
once
चाहिए.
a day तो खाना पड़ेगा
बनाते यार क्या
हाँ,
बनाते,
हाँ.
क्या बोलूं यार. उसका टेस्ट ना my friends die to come home just for that taste.
ना. तो अभी करो इनवाइट कभी. पारसी फूड
इसको क्या
फीस्ट.
खिलाएंगे यार बेचारे को.
मैं
वो भी
वो पनीर खाएगा.
उसको भी खिला दिया.
उसको
हम लोग मोहम्मद रोड लेके गए उसको चिकन खिलाया.
टेस्ट किया टेस्ट
वो बोलता है
वो
पनीर
जैसा
जैसा
पनीर
taste है.
जैसा दिखता है. दिखता क्या दिखता था
ठीक था मतलब टेस्ट के लिए मतलब
ऐसे दोस्त धर्म भ्रष्ट करते हैं.
धर्म
क्या
क्या
हमने
है?
उसको फोर्स नहीं किया था. हम लोग लेके
फोर्स तो किया था
वो एक बंदे ने
वीडियो है पूरा.
हम लेके गए बोला चल वो आया उसकी गलती. उसको मालूम था आता तो खाने वाला था
नहीं
नॉनवेज.
आता तो गालियां देते.
वो तो है.
मैं नहीं गया था
ये नहीं गया. इसको गाली अभी भी पड़ती है.
वो खाया उसको बच गया अगर नहीं खाता तो भी पड़ती.
तो अभी भी पढ़ रही है ना. इससे अच्छा नहीं आता. नहीं I believe यार one thing is ना where you've been born, no, there are certain rules and regulations. Follow that. Yeah, God has put you in that family for a
हाँ.
reason. तो follow करने का.
मैं तो नहीं करता हूँ, ठीक है. मैं गुजराती हूँ.
अरे
मैं
मैं किसका
पूरे फैमिली में कोई नहीं कहा अब तक.
मिक्स है सरनेम पवार.
हाँ.
ओरिएंटेशन राजस्थानी मुस्लिम. मदर पारसी.
पारसी.
किसका फॉलो करूँ? इसलिए
सब आओ.
भाई व्हाट इज योर, मैं बोलता हूँ इंडियन. बोल्ड समझाने जाऊंगा.
वो अक्षय कुमार वाइब्स आता है.
अरे ब्रो अभी समझाने बैठूंगा तो आधा घंटा तो वो डिस्कशन में निकल
हाँ.
जाएगा.
चक दे इंडिया.
हाँ.
उसी
इंडिया, राजस्थान,
India
चंडीगढ़,
बोल.
इंडिया.
But
Right.
coming to the food truck again, के idea मतलब how did it
अरे
come
दोस्त
up?
का था. हम लोग ने उसके
दोस्त.
पहले सब ट्राई कर लिया. आई हैड अ ट्रक.
हम्म.
कोविड के टाइम पे कोई आया था मेरे पास एंड ही वांटेड टू सेल द ट्रक. अब उसकी भी स्टोरी अलग है. मेरे को पहले चाहिए था ट्रक. मैं भाईजान को मिलने गया. उसके पहले एक सर्टेन रेट आ चुका था. तो जो बंदा जिसने इंट्रोड्यूस कराया था पाड़ो माई टीम ओनली सेड भाई आप जा रहे हो ना, आप गाड़ी लेके मत जाओ. बोला अरे हाउ विल आई गो एंड आई डिडंट पे हीड टू इट. तो आई सैट इन अरजान्स का ब्यूटीफुल वाइट सेडान. उसके अंदर बैठ करके एकदम ब्रांड न्यू टाइम पे तो चकाचक इट जस्ट कम आउट ऑफ द शोरूम. सो अजान में वी वेंट टू मोहनजी रोड टू सी द ट्रक. तो आज
मोहनजी रोड.
टेंशन में थे, एक हफ्ता नहीं हुआ है गाड़ी को.
हाँ इधर ही.
Classically, I have taken it and Mohanty Road also main road is okay. The bike
Gully
is
is, bad.
If I learned driving there, you can learn driving at Gaiwadi,
Buleshwar.
लोटा की.
You can drive anywhere in the
Yeah,
world.
हाँ,
100%. अरे एक्टिवा चलाने फटती है उधर गाड़ी तो.
तो मैं इनोवा लेके घुसता था. तो वो गाड़ी लेके एक XYZ रेट हम लोग को माइंड में था. उससे 3 गुना कोट किया भाई ने.
ट्रक के
अरे.
लिए.
ट्रक के लिए छोड़ दिया. हम पागल हो गए.
ट्रक
फिर
खरीदने
when
के
I went
लिए.
back ना, there was a learning lesson. My guy told me, भाई मैं क्या बोला था आपको?
हाँ.
भाई आप तुम्हें बोला खुल के बोलना चाहिए था. बोला आप गाड़ी लेके जाओगे, उसको लगेगा आप
अब
मालदार हो.
हाँ, ये मेंटालिटी. चल के जाओ.
दिस इज व्हाई यू नो बहुत लोग जो बुक है वो स्कूटर्स पे आते हैं.
हाँ.
और फिर शादी के दिन या इवेंट के दिन ना
डायरेक्ट.
Luxury cars.
जैगुआर्स एंड ऑल.
हाँ.
अभी एक दूसरा बॉम्बे में स्कूटर लेके चलना इज एक्चुअली द मोस्ट प्रैक्टिकल
हाँ,
थिंग.
हाँ.
मेरे को अभी समझे.
Yeah.
तो मतलब you reach on time. I don't make my friends wait. And दूसरा you know एक ये है कि when you're late no you come like अच्छा ठीक है कहाँ से catch up करना है. When you reach on time आराम से.
सब परफेक्ट है.
हाँ अरे easy पड़ता
अरे
है.
बहुत सालों से ट्राई कर रहा हूँ. नहीं होता.
ये भी ट्राई कर रहा है बहुत सालों
अरे
से.
नहीं,
मैं time पे आता हूँ.
so many things are going on. You're burning, you're blowing out one fire. Something else is happening. 10 calls. अभी साला 4 कॉल आके गए. तो मतलब
It's a full packed schedule is
वैसे
there.
टाइम पे आता तो लगता भी आदमी फ्री है. थोड़ा
लगता
लेट
है bro,
तो
ये
अभी भी थोड़ा
confidence
लेट आया है.
bro.
थोड़ा
मैं टाइम पे जाता हूँ ना. मेरी किस्मत जिस दिन मैं टाइम पे गया ना सामने वाला लेट
खराब
हो
हो
जाए तो मैं उनकी टांग खींचता हूँ. So what is this? You have respect for my time. फिर जब आता है sorry chill. I know I've been on that spectrum. Chill, it's okay.
आधा घंटा चलता है.
But then when you see people like Amitabh Bachchan and all these guys, no, because we have 2 movie shooting studios, I've actually seen a lot with these stars. Bro, Amit sir, if he is doing a shoot, he'll be there much earlier. Forget the call time. Before the call time, he's ready, set to shoot.
एकदम ready. 7 करोड़. Ready बैठे. चलो shoot.
I met that influencer actually. जो
हाँ वो शेविंग के.
अच्छा वो हाँ.
क्या नाम था उनका?
I don't know his name but
वो
बहुत याद है यार.
I think Sufia.
मैं तेरा नहीं.
जाओ.
मेरा Sufia.
हाँ.
उसकी माँ का.
थोड़ा
हाँ,
माइंड
मुझे लगा मेरा
कर रहा है.
मुझे
छोटा
लगा
माइंड
मेरा
कर रहा है. हाँ.
So I met him and I told him, bro, the guy, he was like, he opened, I couldn't recognize him. He opened the first video. I said, bro, I've seen you, bro.
हाँ,
तो
इसको
ये
देखा
देखा हुआ है, bro.
पर लेकिन वो वीडियो खतरनाक है. You were saying about the stars वाला thing कुछ बोल रहे थे.
The way these big guys know, that is something I want to learn. मतलब ठीक है, everyone says, okay, it's a phase and all, but a guy who's punctual is someone who I respect. A guy who's professional is also someone I respect because it's very difficult to be one. आज कोई भी आ जाता है ना without any experience, they just start talking कि अच्छा ये है वो है, but a guy who has come from the ground created an experience and still is professional, no? Hats off.
Who's the biggest, like, ऐसा most famous client you worked with or worked for? Sir,
बहुत लोग के लिए काम किया, बहुत events किए.
who would you rank?
One who stands
जिससे
out.
सबसे ज़्यादा सीखा and सब.
Honestly tell you na, life is a school. You can come out from Harvard, you can come out from Oxford, you can come out from the best college in the world. Life is still going to teach you something.
100%.
And I think all these big institutions, they get you ready for that. That's why they're so big. They make you realize, boss, you have to get down and grind. Like, and I've seen people say nepotism. I've seen like 4th generation rich families, and why Marwadis, I feel, as a community are so successful in business. No, अपने बच्चों से झाड़ू करेंगे.
हाँ एकदम.
मतलब तू गले पे बैठने के पहले तू झाड़ू करेगा, तू दुकान साफ करेगा, तू छोटू के साथ बैठेगा. And I've seen this with friends of mine. Memon families. Memons are Muslims but from Gujarat, so they're also proper dhanda wala families. You'll see them bro गले पे बैठे हुए, buri families. They actually and I always someone says business start करने का, मैं बोलता हूँ भाई जाओ झाड़ू करना सीखो पहले. वो फिर जब किसी से और कॉलेज इवेंट्स में वही तो सीखते हैं.
वही
अगर तुम लोग ने BMS किया था, फुल फॉर्म क्या है BMS का?
बैचलर मैनेजमेंट स्टडी.
घंटा.
No, management studies. No.
क्या सीखा मैनेजमेंट का?
मतलब
BMS से क्या सीखा? फ्रॉम द बुक्स क्या सीखा?
मतलब
Events सर बहुत सीखा रहेगा.
बीएमएस में जो पढ़ा है वो आशीष में ऑलरेडी किया था इवेंट्स के थ्रू, तो वैसा था लाइक रियल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस था.
फुल फॉर्म ऑफ BMS जो हम लोग जोक करते थे कॉलेज में, बैचलर मजदूरी स्टडीज. वो बड़ा मजदूर बन गए थे हम लोग इवेंट्स में. डब्बे उठाते थे, टेबल्स उठाते थे,
सब किया है,
सब
क्लीन अप करने का इवेंट वो सब
कचरा उठाते थे, कुछ भी. आई हैव सीन you heard a very fun story.
Yes,
When we were in college na, so the festival that we used to run was called Adore. And Adore had a pre-event called Hope. Now Hope stands for Help Our People Elevate. So it was a social cause event. And I got introduced by Hope when I was in Jain. I was in junior college. My seniors had done a zombie walk in Bombay. Zombie walk.
वो क्या होता है? Actual zombie walk.
Everyone dressed up
as a zombie.
as zombies, and they're walking at Marine Drive. Now imagine you left from college.
बाहर निकल के आए.
हाँ, मैं लाइफ में 2-3 साल ट्रेन में ट्रैवल किया हूँ. मैं जय हिंद से यहाँ पे के स्टेशन बाजू में चल के एंड सीधा दादर, तो मस्त ट्रेन में बैठा हूँ. जर्नी चालू है. I'm sitting with a friend of mine. She's now become a big investment banker. Me and my friend Ranjana, we are sitting, and suddenly 4 zombies अंदर
सामने आ गए.
अरे
क्या चल रहा है?
फट गया हाथ में आ गया.
भाई किसी का हनुमान चालीसा चालू करेगा. अभी अल्लाह अकबर बोलेंगे तो ट्रेन से भाग जाएंगे.
तो भाग जाएंगे. शिट एक और.
नहीं रहती, ये सब जोक्स में चलता है. बोला है वो कोई इतना डरता नहीं है.
नहीं कुछ नहीं है.
ये कभी ट्राई करना.
It is just वो थोड़ा वो ट्रेंड हो गया.
वो मस्ती करने के लिए है. कर रहे मस्ती.
नहीं बट होगा फॉर श्योर. पब्लिक प्लेस में इफ यू से इट तो ऑफ कोर्स chaos तो क्रिएट होगा.
नहीं होगा
100%.
अरे बट वो
it
actually it means something.
अरे it means
something good only.
तू जलाल्स का वीडियो नहीं देखा है?
God is the greatest.
I know but तू ऐसे चिल्लाएगा पब्लिक प्लेस में चिल्लाएगा.
I think it started from that 9/11 का thing. उसके पहले इतना वो नहीं था.
जलाल्स का प्रैंक वीडियोस नहीं देखा.
बुढ़ा होगा ना, मैं जाकर के ये अवेयरनेस ड्राइव चालू करेगा.
Allah Akbar is safe.
No, on how India is such a secular country. I stay below a mandir. My building तो मेरी बिल्डिंग में apparently पहले भूत था. 1935 में ये बिल्डिंग बनी थी. And it was owned by the Gandhi family. Like distant relatives of the Gandhi family. Now this Gandhi family is also distantly related to Congress वाली Gandhi family. Like इंदिरा जी के जो husband थे फिरोज गांधी साहब, उनके कोई relatives में one of the Gandhi had built this. तो suddenly 40s 50s में people suddenly start dying. And
तो डाइंग मतलब नेचुरल कॉज की कूद के.
अरे मतलब कोई सिग्नल मतलब गाड़ी के एक्सीडेंट.
हाँ लो वो से नेचुरल
जो भी बिल्डिंग का मालिक बनता था वो मर जाता था.
अरे भाई ये तो रिस्की है.
हाँ मतलब then they saying that बर्तने उड़ते थे.
They break the building down बस.
Then people were like bro health issues चालू हो गए, ये हो गया वो हो गया. तो ultimately 60s or 70s में they sold it to Sai Sansan. Now I was born in that building in 1996.
हाँ.
मैं सबसे मेरे अलावा वहाँ पे कोई भूत नहीं देखा. वो बिल्डिंग के वो स्टोरी के चक्कर में मैंने इतने लोग को डराया ना.
तुम किधर भी ऐसा मरीना किधर बोले चलो भूत स्टोरी
वो
50 लोग आके
अरे
घेर लेंगे.
ब्रो अभी ये तुम्हारा वीडियो डेफिनेटली बैन होने वाला है. मेरे कॉलेज में विल्सन कॉलेज में एक हॉस्टल है.
हाँ.
ठीक है, अभी हम लोग फाइनल ईयर में 1-2 महीने में हम लोग ग्रेजुएट होने वाले हैं. एंड ये वीडियो यूट्यूब से भी लीक हो चुका है. मेरे फोन से आई डोंट नो हाउ इट गॉट डिलीटेड. आई हैव दिस वीडियो. एक अपैरेंटली पतला सा लड़का था, वेरी स्किनी बॉय, शॉर्ट फेलो, मच शॉर्टर देन मी.
हाँ.
And so 5'7", 5'8", that guy must be like
5'4".
5'4",
हाँ.
बहुत छोटा पतला सा लड़का had come to Mumbai from south, कहीं से आया था. अब दो हट्टे गड्ढे, imagine much taller and भाई so still lean in front of him.
ओह.
हट्टे
हाँ, proper bouncer type.
और full fledged. उसमें से एक मेरा छोटे भाई जैसा था, यश गांधी करके. I mean, I don't know whether these guys were pulling my leg. So I had a friend, Hamza, Yash, and the third friend's name I forget. Now they're talking about religious, and I think we get very carried away when you talk about. So they're talking about religion and spirituality and meditation, and this guy is sitting there and he starts.
मस्ती क्या कर रहा है वही.
And the next thing they know, bro, these guys to pull him, they start chanting and stuff like that. Bro, this guy has lost it. This skinny dude has lifted these two guys, and Yash was the strong.
Yeah.
He was strong. Yash was like a one-man army. Yash हवा में उठाया, एक हाथ में दूसरे जेंटलमैन को उसको फेंका है. अब this is what my friends had told me. I don't know how true this was. I wasn't there, but I tell you something after that. वो तो चल हो गया. These guys chanted, wanted. वो भाग गया वहाँ से. God knows what happened. Cut to 1 week later. This guy is sleeping in the room with his roommate. Now roommate उठता है. रात को जब उठते हो पानी पीने के लिए, पानी पीने के लिए वो बाजू में उसके पार्टनर के बेड में देखता है. भाई वो ऐसा योगा कर रहा है.
उल्टा पैर के साथ चल रहा है.
This is not it, ना. वो उसकी फट जाती है. उसकी genuinely फट गई है. And this guy has run over to the next room, and he's got his friend along. Now these two friends enter, brave boys. Camera later, and this video I had. That's why I can bear witness to this. Brave fucking boys. They enter the sorry for the gali. They enter the room with the camera, and bed पे कोई नहीं. अभी कहाँ गया वो? अभी तो बंद योगा कर रहा था. मतलब bro exactly.
हाँ genuinely क्या?
Genuinely और वो वीडियो में था. I don't know how that video has got. I don't know how genuinely जिनके फोन में था सबके फोन से डिलीट हुए. एक हॉस्टल में एक ऐसा बार है, एक लीनियन लाइक
ऊपर बेसिकली सीलिंग पे
पिलर क्या बोलते हैं.
हाँ
थोड़ा नीचे आता है.
Yeah.
That gentleman is casually like Pawar has it walking from one side to another.
ये क्या है भाई?
बंदर का भूत घुस गया.
अरे बट बंदर का
हाँ वही.
ब्रो ऐसा चढ़ने
वो मैं मस्ती में बोला ऐसे. वो
ऐसा चढ़ने के लिए people can't. I had this video. That guy has walked from one column and rooms were big till the end. ऐसा भी नहीं कि वो थोड़ा बाद में इसकी properly वहाँ से वहाँ चला. भाई ये जो बच्चे लोग ने वीडियो निकाला ना वो रात को वहाँ से भाग गए. They've not gone back in the night. I think they even jumped the wall. They went to Marine Drive. Next day they've come. They've packed their bag and gone. Luckily वो बंदा भी third year में था. I think he left the hostel. I think they must have even called a priest or something. Got prayers and because bro this guy was.
Okay, what is this?
ये YouTube पे भी डाला था.
Bro ये YouTube पे किसी ने अपलोड किया और ये डिलीट हो गया.
तो हर जगह से डिलीट हो गया.
Like it got deleted also automatically सब जगह.
अगर किसी के पास है प्लीज भेजो यार वो वीडियो. Literally
देख रहे हैं
जैसे भूत का बात करते तो उसकी पता नहीं.
अरे ब्रो ये भी बोल रहा है दिस इज मालूम पड़ा ये वीडियो भी डिलीट हो जाएगा.
अरे भाई
doesn't want it.
प्लीज ये नहीं होना चाहिए.
It's an old house.
You know this house is UNESCO property क्या?
It's a World Heritage
Marine Drive.
Site. Yeah.
You can't ever construct this.
Never.
So
So chalo, I think we are almost towards the end of the episode. We just had one thing we had planned. If you agree to it, you don't have to mention, you don't have to agree to this. It is, we will give you a number. It is currently the last 10 college events ka average net profit. I don't know if you can say it out loud.
Like
I
what?
don't even know it, to be honest.
But you have to say approximate.
Like
अगर मन में सोचा
what
होता
goes into your pocket ऐसा?
net ऐसा नहीं कि leading edge नहीं.
Now I'll talk
Your
about
pocket.
the youth segment. Since we've spoken about booth and everything, now I'll tell you something. If youth events in general, no, if I look at it as a vendor, I'll make a lot of money. But as an event manager, probably not. But as a vendor, I think people do, because you buy the material, you use tables, chairs, again, labors. I can tell you on revenue. No, forget last 10 events. I'll tell you something. When I started, 2-5 लाख बनाना ना बहुत बड़ी बात होती थी कि मैंने 3 लाख का इवेंट किया है. आज की तारीख में अगर लाख रुपए के नीचे का इवेंट मेरे को जाता भी नहीं.
3 लाख का बिल ना.
हाँ, 3 लाख का बिल मतलब like on an average any business you do, you will try to get a 10%. At least उतना तो you will try.
हाँ, उतना तो try करेंगे.
But honestly, I'll tell you one thing that I can't reveal obviously how much money.
That's all. Yeah.
But to be honest, because I myself don't know, क्योंकि on an average एक महीने में इतने events होते हैं that now the team is handling even I don't know. But जो close वाले events I still go, no matter small, big. But I can tell you this one thing that today what I started and where I've come, वो लगता है bro, travel किया है. वो 10,000 का पहला paycheck.
Yes.
और अभी you don't even know your this thing, of course, success. इतना success चाहिए बस.
नहीं bro, this is not even the start. Why are the turfs starting with the sports segment, bro? Other turfs don't work that well. Y'all, the youth segment, y'all are pushing me in so many things. That is why I'm not focusing on weddings and the corporate shows right now. I want to start all these because COVID made, I think, everyone realize it's very important to have
more than one income.
Yeah, and more than that, I feel this is the age.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people, जाके बैठ जाते, bro, this is the age, you get down, you get get into it, because eventually now when you look back and when you're talking to people, you exactly know the depth of the person and depth of the idea. Because in the future, if you want to go into any business, everyone comes with ideas, concepts. Once you've done so many things, like literally when I was starting the food truck, it started at Sophia College. We were doing Kaleidoscope. We placed it within 3 days. We have it up and running. People couldn't believe that this is the brand that hasn't been worked on more than 3 days.
Damn.
We have
Actually, it doesn't feel like that.
We at that time we had covered 90% of the stalls. Like big brands hadn't done as much as sales as what we had done. Then cut to we started a retail outlet on the street. We felt we've come on the footpath, like literally we're standing. Then cut to we come to RCHR. This time we were very prepared for the event.
Yeah.
So and we did decently well.
Yeah. चला था properly, सबने खाया था.
And I feel सब बोलते हैं.
I think हम सबने खाया था. हम
सबने खाया
for sure. I genuinely feel हर जो इवेंट में जाता ना, स्टॉल वाला बोलता है भाई इसने आज इसने किल किया है.
अरे वो because I remember अच्छे से, मैंने वो बबल वॉफल तो अलग ही है, वो एक कैरेमल सॉल्टेड कैरेमल आइसक्रीम है, वो मैंने आई थिंक वियादोल के टाइम पे 3 खाया.
तो उसके बाद जाके खाया कि नहीं?
कहाँ तारदेव पे आते दिखते रुकते रहते ना रास्ते में. लोला के बाद भी लोला बलूजा.
I know people after the concert just down.
We were okay.
थोड़ा promote करना चाहिए मेरे को. अभी I've not promoted it full. The page we've not done anything. People come, they collaborate, they thank you. क्या बोलेंगे यार? We've not posted nothing.
Because I'll tell you, food truck is a very Western concept. It's a Western concept.
I don't know any other food truck.
But that was the idea. We started with various bhaji pala ideas. ये चालू करेंगे, वो चालू. But we said, bro, ice cream truck in India is not there.
Everyone knows about it, but it's not there.
I think Western concepts, now people have realized कि booking a place, booking a hotel, why don't you get a flat? You can get that freedom. I think I'm loving it, and that's why turf now something called a paddle court has come in. I think you've got to stay updated.
Yeah.
Another thing
Like a pickleball.
Yeah, pickleball and all of that jazz. Now slowly bro जब turfs आए थे ना genuinely people thought what is this.
इधर कौन खेलेगा?
अभी
टर्फ इज लाइक क्रिकेट फुटबॉल खेलना है टर्फ चलो बस.
वो आप कोई गली ग्राउंड में ज़्यादा दिखता नहीं है.
हाँ, नहीं दिखता
है यार हर बंदे को 100 रुपए डाल के खेलने का.
खेलो.
Which is why you know what I did with the school, no, and I honestly want to share this because I feel that was a brilliant thing that we could have done. Now we started the turf in that school. Now that school is in Dongri. Now वो lane पे ना there were a lot of anti-social elements that used to come. वो we collaborated with the school. We started it off. We built the entire thing. Now since these guys are playing there, no, people are coming going. That lane has become populated again. मेरे lights on रहते तो that lane is well lit also.
वही.
उसके चक्कर में इतने लोग आते जाते. These guys have stopped sitting there. इतना जो nuisance होता था वो slowly steadily हट गया. People are coming to play. They're sweating. They're getting healthy. I feel this was a really good thing. Sports के अंदर I'm very keen on slowly steadily pushing myself. Like youth events. I think next segment is sports. Because I feel
बना दे ऐसा मसीहा. कमाऊंगा भी बचाऊंगा भी.
देखा जाएगा हो जाता है देखा जाएगा कर लेंगे.
मैं लोगों को बोलता ना after COVID I realized something ना. There was this phase where I was involved in a little bit of litigation amongst this and that. 2021 start no. I think I had जो भी बनाया था इतने सालों में जो मैंने personally वो सब I think it had evaporated because of COVID all of that. And आज I think I must have 5 times more than what I had back then. वो लात पड़ती है ना आदमी आगे ही जाता है. वो कोविड के टाइम पे वो जो आइडिया सीखा ना.
बड़ा लाइन.
या.
हाँ वही मैं पूछा. कोरोना टीचर. हाँ कोरोना टीचर.
आओ लात मारो.
अरे ऐसे नहीं. अरे इंटरव्यू बोलो कि बड़ा लाइन.
पीछे लात मारो
आगे डालो.
Beautiful line.
हाँ.
And Amit sir has this one. I'm very inspired. I keep seeing his videos. जब मन की हो ना तो अच्छा. मन की ना हो ना और भी अच्छा. वो फिर ऊपर वाले की मर्जी है. तो भाई लगता है you feel bad. अब भाई मुझे जाना था जैन 11th-12th में वहाँ पे था. परसेंटेज आए कोई लाइन में मेरे को तो विल्सन ने घर दिया आश्रय दिया. Bro, had I not gone to Wilson,
life would have been different.
Very different. I would have.
वो एक्सपोजर अलग ही हो जाता है.
भाई मतलब Wilson, people say oh why go to Wilson, Hinduja, all these colleges. Bro, the things that you learn in these colleges, no, you learn how Mumbai really is. You learn how the streets actually function. I tell a lot of friends of mine from Jain, KCHR, no, go down to the streets because the streets is what will make you. You'll realize the reality how things are going. So genuinely, I feel के नहीं हो ना चलेगा. Go with the flow. लात पड़ी ठीक है अभी पड़ गई. बढ़ो आगे. हाँ.
अभी हो गया जो हो गया अभी आगे का देखो. पीछे का जो हो गया ठीक है.
क्या करेगा?
क्या ही कर लेगा. आग लगा है. So yeah, I think but वो question अभी बाकी है. हमारा नंबर वाला.
Higher lower.
So
Higher or lower.
we want to know. अच्छा, I know you don't know the number, but as a higher average.
Last 10 events.
Last 10 events का average per event.
महीने अभी क्या 7 दिन हो गए 10 event.
हाँ तो per
अरे
event
मतलब
average
ऐसे कोई भी कॉलेज में
Overall so 10 events का gross का net profit या net revenue.
Wedding events के just college events.
खाली कॉलेज.
College
Hardly anything है वो तो.
हाँ तो इसलिए तो कॉलेज इवेंट if you're doing one yes you just have to say higher or lower कि एक कॉलेज इवेंट किया for example कोई अभी नेक्स्ट आ रहा है कि इन लोगों का केसी जैन का कोई भी इवेंट आ रहा है. यू डिड वन प्रॉपर कॉलेज इवेंट. अगर एक प्रॉपर कॉलेज इवेंट मुंबई में किया इवेंट मैनेजमेंट प्रॉपर प्रोडक्शन के साथ विल गिव यू अ नंबर वैसे. द नंबर
approximately चल 2.5 lakhs.
यार जो छोटू इवेंट्स है ना.
हाँ.
उनकी बिलिंग भी इतनी नहीं होती है.
नहीं like proper
full blown college event.
Full blown college event, the famous one, biggest one.
इतना I don't think रहेगा because college events is economies of scale.
हाँ.
Bigger events 2.5 lakhs very easy.
हाँ.
Wedding
वो सब तो भाई.
तो but these youth events no, these are economies of scale. This you have to work on numbers. Your boys have to be tied up every day. They have to have multiple events in a month. They should do more events than the number of days are there in a month. अगर 30 दिन है 30 से ज़्यादा इवेंट करने का. अब तू 4 दिन में 30 कर कि तू 30 दिन में 30 कर. that's when you'll actually see money.
Understand.
But if you look to earn money, probably youth events is not something what you can target, because the top youth events, no, वहाँ पे like the cream वाला cream, like the you talk about Muda and all, वहाँ पे तो 2-2.5 लाख तो यार peanuts you're talking.
Peanuts,
उनको budget ही.
But
भाई,
but
Muda
what
तो-
you need to talk about the masses, because of the masses these small events are left out. This is also economies of scale, no? किसी ने मेरे को बोला तू एक इवेंट करता है, देखो मालूम नहीं तू कितने लोग का घर चल रहा है.
100%.
एक शादी के पीछे पीपल से नो ब्रो ग्राउंड पे कौन करेगा. एक ग्राउंड पे शादी होती है ना, केटरर्स का पकड़ लो, 100 लोग काम कर रहे हैं. वो लोग, उसने सब्जी वाले से सब्जी खरीदी है, दही वाले से दही खरीदा है, और दूध वाले से दूध खरीदा है, इतनी सारी चीज़ें खरीदी. दूसरा तुम्हारा डेकोरेटर, carpeting, chairs, tables, it's coming from somewhere, the wood is coming, metal is coming. That one wedding, so people say, why are you guys spending 500 crores on a wedding? Bro, I think they're doing India a very they're doing India a very big favor. Bro, the amount of jobs they're creating now, massive, absolutely massive. I keep telling people, you know, you don't realize this, because I didn't realize for the longest time, but one wedding, there are 300 kids working at one time. 100-200 caterers. I have 80-100 laborers working for me. Then after that, then the music guy, the sound guy, light guy, another 10-20. एक college festival में 20 लोग काम कर रहे हैं.
100%.
So I don't know about revenue factor. You call me Masiya, you call me Robin Hood. I realize the amount of people that jobs are creating. Even if I have 10 people in my team working full time, I can say I worked with more than 1,000-2,000 people, because at one event there are people. तो बॉस पैसा तो मालूम नहीं, बट बहुत लोग कमा के गए मेरे से.
That's a very fresh perspective. I never thought of it that
पैसा
way.
कमाओ ना यार, पैसा तो
कमा ही रहे
हाँ.
So कॉलेज में बोलते थे ना, मार्क्स लाना इज अ गिवन, उसके ऊपर क्या करोगे वो तुम्हारा लोग.
तुम्हारे ऊपर है.
सेम लाइफ में पैसा कमाना इज अ गिवन. यू आर वर्किंग, यू हैव टू मेक मनी. व्हाट एल्स आर यू डूइंग ब्रो? लाइक चैरिटी, एक चेक लिखना बहुत इजी है.
घर चलाना.
हाँ, मतलब you are giving employability to so many people. You are getting out, you are interacting, you are uplifting, you are encouraging. So many people tell me, Zahan, you're a school in itself. तेरे साथ बैठता हूँ, कुछ सीख के जाता हूँ.
I to feel like any college event you work with, like this perspective is to there only के people buy and all. But the college students in themselves, so much they learn. Like if they sit with you, any meeting, all of us have had a meeting.
Okay, all of you have worked with me. Tell me this. On a scale of 1 to 10, would you want to do an event with me, like 1 being definitely not, 10 being definitely? Would you want to work with me again? Or one quality that you feel, like a feedback, one quality that you feel ke, makes me,
like,
I do sometimes feel by Allah Mehwan, ye ghada pehlwan. But
but
For me, I would honestly say, because all of us have worked with you, we've worked with many people in the past. I would 110% give you a 9, because no one is a 10.
yeah,
We believe in that.
And honestly,
But-
I'll come to a saying,
Yes.
which I've fused. They say hard work, क्या ना you
Smart work beats hard work, ऐसा कुछ वाला.
become perfect.
practice makes man.
Practice makes man
perfect. But there's another saying that no man is perfect. You just have to keep practicing.
Keep practicing.
कुछ होगा
Yeah.
ना but practice.
9 is good.
One thing I have learned is like you keep relations very well. Like whatever work you do, like the way you talk to people, like you talk to them as if they are your friends in like 10 years. अभी मैंने भी कभी इतना बात नहीं किया है. Like बहुत ऐसा तो होते रहता था, लेकिन अभी ऐसा लग रहा है कि इतने टाइम से कर रहे हैं काम, तो मतलब like you keep that thing that even if they won't think about anyone else if you have worked with, like if they have worked with you. That is a good quality that you have. Like you keep relations very nice.
चलो इस पे थोड़ा और काम करना है. मतलब
No, honestly.
So like for me to like we started working on an event together, but
Which never happened.
the event didn't happen. Unfortunately, the event didn't happen, but we started working and we've had
good friends यार.
good enough meetings and all.
और मेरे को मालूम नहीं मीटिंग में भूख लगती है.
हम लोग ने सब मीटिंग में खाया कुछ तो
हाँ,
कुछ.
पुशा मोबाइल चला.
I think in your profession कि everywhere is work only. फर्क नहीं पड़ता किधर हो, कुछ भी काम तो हर जगह करना ही है.
कोई
continue.
काम करता है ना, अगर कोई genuinely enjoy करता है ना, किधर भी
किधर भी
जाए.
हाँ, of course.
I see all these bunny uncles, no, bro, they get business in parent teacher meeting. How you get that? I have no idea. वो वहाँ पे गया है ना पैसा कमा के आएगा.
Coming to that point only, like what I learned from you is you enjoy your work a lot, that one, and second, it is very relatable working with you, and something or the other तो कुछ नया perspective मिल ही जाएगा कि लात मारा तो आगे बढ़ूंगा, वो perspective मिल ही जाता है. हाँ genuinely.
Riyansh और मेरा line है. So people who don't know, Riyansh is one shot senior.
Riyansh
Shout
is the
out
man.
Riyansh.
Yes.
So Riyansh and वो literally हम लोग इतना frustrated हुए ना, करना है ना, and वो out of the moment हम करना है ना, ला तो बहनचोद करेंगे, देंगे. तो I was frustrated, I'm like करना है ना, ला करेंगे. तो वो हो गया.
I can imagine you went
And I genuinely, I think I'm decent at what I do is because I don't take this as work. I take this as a part of my life. I'm upset, I'll go do this. I'm happy, I'll go do this. I'm bored, I'll go do this. Today I was unwell. They were saying don't get out of bed. Which is why I was late because all my meetings got pushed. Because, bro, I woken up and I couldn't stand. क्या करूँगा घर पे बैठे, मैं आधा घंटा हो गया. I went, I had a croissant, I had a shower, I went down to the office. ठीक है. I was chilling out there, music is on, people are walking. Chalo na, call chalo, people are coming, meeting, work is getting done. The minute you realize, bro, 9 o'clock I have to go to work. Someone had told me, na, a person is madly passionate if you see him working till 5 o'clock or if you see him wake up at 5 and work. तू काम सोचेगा ना.
वो नहीं होगा फिर, मजा नहीं आएगा.
Future you all can be big.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
वो आके मालूम पड़ा प्रमोट करने के लिए पेमेंट देना पड़ रहा है. मोदी जी तुमको अवार्ड दे रहे हैं.
तुम्हारे साथ पॉडकास्ट
करने का मूड है आपके.
I haven't worked with him a lot.
Yeah, so we've never worked directly. Like I think even the last We Are the World, Jia had worked with you. Yeah. I hadn't worked. We were co-directors, but I hadn't worked.
But that event, I was so unfortunate. I couldn't spend time on you.
Yeah.
6 events in that day.
Yeah, I remember.
And वो एक event था. I wish I could have been a part. It was a show.
Yeah, it was indeed. But I think like adding to what Yash said, I've heard really. क्या हुआ?
आज के देख रहे थे वो लास्ट एपिसोड में भी है ना, गेस्ट आता है ना तो बेचारा एंगल गलत, हम लोग दोनों का स्ट्रेट है, तू स्ट्रेट बैठा है, उसको इधर ऐसे बैठा पड़ता है बात कर
ऐसे
पहली बार सीधा बैठा.
ऐसे ही
हम लोग ने उसको नोटिस किया.
वो लगा कि फिर से टेबल बैठा है.
But
I was actually sat like this. I could have a...
no stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was saying, like adding to what Yash said, I think from what I've heard also from people, it's very easy to communicate with you. And like from whatever I've heard from people, like I've always heard good things about you. In the sense that, like, okay, he's like a friend, it's very chill with him. हाँ ठीक है, थोड़ा delay हो गया इधर उधर, कोई issue नहीं है, like we'll speak to him, everything, all of that. So like
बहुत मुश्किल करता है मेरे को, honestly बोलता नहीं हुआ है.
क्या?
कोई बंदा आया था मेरे को, बोलता है bro, और अगले दिन इवेंट है, bro, XYZ person had told me, मुंबई में अगर कोई नहीं कर सकता तो ये कर सकता है. Come one week early. Mumbai is such a big city. You will roam around the entire city and then you will come to me.
अभी किधर ना ये करके
दे. मतलब मैं ही दिखाऊं मंदिर का घंटा. But honestly, I take that very, very positively. I am very thankful that you all actually, मैं at least with you all and touch wood with whatever event I've done. No, everyone takes me like a part of, like I'm invited to every after party. I'm there. I'm invited to all their committee meetings. No, you come, you guide us. I sit down with them. I learned how to use AI from college festivals. Like they were like, bro, why are you typing this letter?
ChatGPT ये करके देखा.
सब करके देखा.
All our
you start, you can't go back.
Yeah, all presentations.
Break up with Riya. Riya. ऐसे रैंडम नाम लिया.
क्या बोल रहा है तू यार? लास्ट को दिया. अरे नहीं नॉर्मल
क्यों किया मुझे लगा
है कोई दिया थी. अच्छा वो
मैंने रैंडम नाम लिया.
REYH. You have new prospect.
So my longest standing relation that I've had was with a
Oh shit, sorry.
भाई फ्लूक में तो
मैंने random कोई नाम लिया. Oh shit. Sorry.
हाँ भाई.
क्यों रिया से बहुत कॉमन नाम है ऐसे गर्ल्स का.
पूजा कॉमेंट नाम
हाँ जो मन में आया मैंने बोला.
का कॉमेंट नाम
बहुत ब्रेकअप नाम है रिया आई थिंक.
नहीं कर रहा था आया उसमें. ज़हान का बोल नहीं.
वो भी मैंने लिया मेरे को पता ही नहीं था.
But it was a fun conversation, I think.
Yeah. Absolutely loved it.
So guys, signing off. Thank you for watching. If you stayed till the end, or if you fast forward to the end, thank you for being here right now. Please like, share, comment, and honestly, if you've ever interacted with any of us in any college event, in any youth event, come to the food truck, come to the turf. If you ever interacted with us, comment. Let us know how the interaction was. Give us some feedback, and I hope this actually grows.
Yeah.
I hope that the next time, or I see this video, or the next time I see these guys, I know that you all will be killing it.
Hopefully.
So like, subscribe, follow, share,
And
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. चलो.
bro. सलमान खान का sign off करना चाहिए.
कौन सा सलमान खान का?
Don't trouble your mother.
Yeah, वो
चलो.
क्या
Don't trouble your
वो
mother.
सच में अगर वो
वो अलग-अलग वे में
क्या बोलते हैं?
So good night.
Shabba khair.
Shubh Ratri.
Okay,
And
guys.
don't trouble your mother.
And father.
And father. Yes, बोल.
Okay, so चश्मा निकाल दो हम लोग. सलमान खान दिखने का है. Okay, guys. So good night. Shabba khair. Shubh Ratri. Have a good night.
हाँ?
Cut.
नहीं डाली है.
Don't trouble.
Intrusive Vichaaaar.
नहीं, ये cut होएगा. Uncut Vichaaaar. Good night. Shabba khair. Shubh Ratri. Have a good time. Don't trouble your mother and father.
And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Brother and brother. Bye-bye.